All right. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I so appreciate your time because I know it is very precious these days and we all have a lot going on. My name is Beth, and we're excited to share a little bit more about probably some of the products or just the company that you've heard about in general. So Trinat it means to change life if you haven't heard of the company name before. And I just want you to think about like maybe if you or anybody you know might struggle with some of this stuff because you're going to want to keep listening. So, digestive issues, brain fog, sleep, energy, maybe hormones, focus, glucose levels, mood, any of that stuff. We're going to share a little bit more about that. So, as what I mentioned, like Trinot means to change life, and we're doing exactly that. So we have high impact products that are third party tested, they're whole food, plant, natural, no additives, no synthetics, none of that junk. So what you're getting in the product is exactly on the label as well. And roughly, I'm sure a lot of you know this, like a lot of people suffer with health concerns these days, and it's common. It shouldn't be, but it is. So like 74% people suffer with digestive issues, pretty common. 40% are overweight, and 88% struggle with metabolic health. And that's kind of a new term that's coming about as far as the metabolic health and the factors that are involved with that. So we would love to highlight like all of our products tonight, but we want to be mindful of your time, and we're going to just highlight a few of them for you. So as far as the first one, the product that probably got me here is our collagen, our liquid collagen. So when I found this, the brands, the product line, the company, I was running a franchise business. I'm a recruiter by day, and I was running this gym business alongside that and doing a couple side hustles in between. So I was very burnt out. I was very overworked. I was tired. I was doing all the things. And I had a shoulder injury that was pretty much holding me back from doing normal everyday stuff. And I did everything to try and help my body, literally everything. I did KT taping, I did cupping, I did massage, I did dry needling, I did chiropractor, I did physical therapy. Nothing took away that pain. And it was going on a year. Everything hurt. Opening a door, picking up a gallon of water, changing my shirt, like literally everything hurt. When I started this liquid collagen, within 2 weeks, the pain started letting up. And I knew if it was going to help me that much from just like a gym sports injury, it was going to be a game changer for so many. So that's one of the things that I love about this company, that if it can help me, it's going to help somebody else too. So our collagen, a lot of people know that they need it, but they don't know why. Our body stops producing it as we age, mid-20s-ish, and then we start losing it. So that's why you see like individuals get wrinkles, maybe their hair starts thinning, we get saggy, we get baggy, our joints hurt, things like that. So when you supplement with collagen, it helps with muscle tone, muscle definition, it helps with ligaments, tendons, joints, hair, skin, nails, all of that stuff. So if you think of anything that relates to that, collagen helps with so much. And I know there's a few people on here too that had a really good collagen experience, because I know I'm not the only one that loves it, but that's probably one of our top popular products as well, in addition to a few others. But I want to bring on Amanda as well, and she's going to share. I'm going to see if I can pin her as well. She is going to share her story with our digestive enzyme. So a lot of people know that that's super important to take as well because it helps our body digest what we eat. And nowadays, we can't really get good nutrition from our food because it's either processed, it's got stuff in it, or we cook the nutrients right out of it. So Enrich was one of our first products that we started with. And she's actually going to demonstrate how it works. And then
Yeah.
she's going to share her testimony as well.
Yeah, so I'll do this demo while I talk. This is one of the things that I was like so wowed by. So yeah, pudding, the most basic processed food. Okay. And this is, yeah, everything that we're consuming into our body, even if we are eating a healthy diet, there are times, yeah, even if you are the really super healthy person, unless you were eating a completely raw food, like you're gonna have some processed foods along the way. Even like going to restaurants and stuff. So you're cooking out a lot of the nutrients, which Beth was talking about. When you're cooking your food, you're losing all of the nutrients that you need, and our gut health is just messed up. We don't intake what we need from food, even if you are eating, let's say, just super healthy. Um, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're absorbing it really well. So Enrich, these little veggie capsules right here. Okay. Love this one. This is the product that brought me to the business. So I'm going to talk as I do this. I'm just going to pour this into the pudding, and you can see it. Um, when I saw this pudding demo, I was like, wow, what the heck is that? I had never heard stuff like this before about gut health. I happened to see a live that someone was sharing about Enrich and doing this little demo, and she was talking about hormone imbalance. She was talking about immune system. These are things I didn't know that were related to my gut health. So I just put the capsule, I just opened them up. First off, they're veggie capsules. I do love that. So we can open them. So they are safe for your children. If you are a person who has a hard time swallowing, you can open the capsule and just pour this in your mouth. Like it kind of tastes like graham cracker crumbs to me. It's a little sweetness to it. My daughter can't swallow, so this is why I know what it tastes like because I was curious. So I just put the powder into the pudding. This is just demoing what our digestive system is doing. Okay, that's it. How we're breaking down the foods that we're intaking, whether that is protein, processed food, sugar, carbs, all the things. Okay, how our body breaks down or doesn't break down properly. What this is with the prebiotic, probiotic living enzyme is that it's helping to your body to do this correctly, to break down properly so that you can absorb better nutrients. And it also means that you're cleaning out your gut and detoxing all the stuff that's built up in our digestive system that's stuck there. Okay. I hate to say sludge, but that's kind of, yeah, over time there's buildup. So taking all of that out, detoxing so that you have optimal health with your gut. When I mentioned things of hormones, yes, like 80% of our hormones are created in our gut. A very large majority, I think it's like 70% of our immune system is also controlled through our gut as well. Our gut is our second brain. I had no idea though, those things until I watched this little demo. And all she was doing was stirring this up, talking about things. Hey, do you have digestive issues? Do you go too much? Do you not go enough? Do you suffer with anxiety? Do you suffer with some other issues I didn't know were gut related? Everything from these hormones connecting to this and sending signals to your brain, if they aren't doing it correctly, then everything is jacked up. That made a lot of sense to me when I was listening to it. So I just stirred it up. Just, if I could have let it sit there and it would have like melted it down, but hurrying. So this is what this is doing, breaking down your foods, better absorption. Now, don't worry. It's not going to come out like that. Okay. Don't worry. This is not going to make you go to the bathroom. It's simply just showing the breakdown process. All right. Um, when I say this is adaptive, it means whatever your need is, that's what you get with this product. If you do go too much, let's say you have food intolerances, that's also me. I have dairy intolerance. I have a lot of food intolerances because I'm autoimmune. So there are many things that are triggers for my body. I love me some queso. Just saying, just a queso. Salad. There's other things that were upsetting to my stomach. So in that case, hey, I can have food again, the freedom of food, because this is helping to break it down properly, slowing things down and not where I'm rushing to go. Or if you're on the other side where you're not going enough, this is the thing that's going to help get all of that going and moving. Okay. Creating good bacteria, getting rid of bad bacteria, just increasing overall optimal like health in general. So it's so much more going on with our gut than what we think of just necessarily indigestion, heartburn, the regular things that we know to deal with. There's way more happening there. That's what brought me in. Seeing it and having where, oh my gosh, yes, I'm lacking so much energy because my body is struggling to break down food. My body was so tired that after I ate, I would immediately fall asleep. Um, Midday, sitting in the car line with my kids, I'd be the one getting honked at because I'd fall asleep in the car just waiting for my kids because I had midday crash. I was exhausted all the time. I had no idea that had to do with my gut. I started taking this product immediately, like within a week. I was already like, I was one of those people that was on both sides of not going enough and going too much. So I kind of had double whammy with that. This helped relieve a lot of that pain that I was having, bloating issues. Yeah, that I could eat again. Like I said, I could eat more things, have more freedom. but I was seeing more energy. I was seeing that I wasn't falling asleep. I could eat a meal and not be exhausted. It was a lot. It was a very big impact, high impact product for me of my first beginnings here because I had many loves for product, but that is the first thing that brought me here. And a lot of things too, skin issues that we don't necessarily relate to being gut health. Not that we make medical claims in any way, but a lot of this is our body trying to tell us something is wrong. So for myself, also, rosacea was a problem for me before and not anymore. I think probably the combination of this and collagen, because our collagen, like Beth said, is really amazing. But sometimes those things of eczema and things like that, that's actually a gut health issue that your body is trying to tell you. So there's Enrich and all the amazingness of that, way more. You can find a lot more testimonies and more information about it, but kind of highlighting that product. And that was my beginning into Tremont.
Yes, I love that. It's a game changer when you experience changes like that and it's like a 360. You go
Yeah,
to living life walking on eggshells and then you're back to it and you can do all the things that you love. So thank you so much for sharing.
you're welcome.
So next up, I wanted to share one of our really popular products as well. It just came out the end of last year. So basically, if you've heard anything about this, it's a new technology, new science. It's called Transform. It's a sugar to fiber enzyme. So basically, it converts sugar, glucose, carbs into fiber in your digestive tract. So they did 10 years of research on that with it, like an Ivy League school and all of that stuff. So basically, what does that mean? What does that do for you? So when your body has like too much glucose in your system or your glucose levels are wonky, think of people that have blood sugar issues. You experience brain fog, or maybe you know somebody that gets hangry. That used to be me. Like you have to travel with snacks, you got to plan when you eat. If you don't have food and like every 3 hours, you lose steam. You don't feel good. You're cranky. Maybe you just have really bad crash in the afternoon. Maybe you're not sleeping well because you keep waking up throughout the night, that type of thing. So insert transform. When you take this enzyme, it basically helps balance your glucose levels. So typically, like when you eat, like your levels will spike a little bit, but I put on a continuous glucose monitor just to see what my body was doing because diabetes runs in my family. And I was doing everything in my power to not have to deal with that myself because it ran on both sides. So I'm kind of prone to get it if I don't take care of my body. This continuous glucose monitor, the alarm was going off like nonstop at night because my numbers were dipping like scary low, like in the 40s. Like I Googled that, you know how like what you WebMD some stuff, which you probably shouldn't. I Googled and like 40s, 45, if that's consistent, that's seizure worthy. Like that's some scary stuff. So I started taking Transform and then watching my numbers and it totally balanced out. So no wonder why I wasn't sleeping good. My numbers were dropping. My body was like not operating as it should be. And then I basically kind of kept watching and played with the amount that I needed a little bit because with my blood sugar issues in the family, it differs for everybody. It works different for everybody, but my numbers leveled out. I no longer get hangry. I have not experienced hangry in like months, and I used to struggle with that for years. The brain fog went away. I don't have the afternoon crash anymore. It is a game changer. And like Amanda, I have some autoimmune stuff as well. And I'm really sensitive to like preservatives, sugar, and even like soy, gluten, things like that. If I eat out, you know, it's tough. You can't always avoid that stuff. Transform will literally help prevent me from having any type of reaction if I have even like the slightest little bit of something, maybe at a restaurant, which is a big deal for people that have food sensitivities and allergies. That's such a big deal. And managing glucose levels, like think of all the people in your life that are dealing with something like that. That's a big deal. 1 in 3 people are pre-diabetic and they don't even know it. So then after Transform, that already, our company grew by 300% when we came out with that. It was such a big deal. And then they released a sister product called Activate. So if you've seen a little bit about that, that is a drink supplement that naturally increases your GLP-1 hormone that's already in your body. But as we age, you've heard like things slow down, it doesn't operate like it should. And then it also increases the AMPK enzyme in your body. And fitness is one of my passions. AMPK is prevalent in your body when you're doing the healthy things, when you're exercising, when you're fasting, when you're eating healthy. And it also triggers the fat burning process. So literally the fat cells in your body are being burned for energy. And then when all of that stuff is working in sync, it helps address your metabolic health factors. And we have Deanna on here who I'm going to pin her. And she is a nurse on our team. And she absolutely rocks with this. Like her day job, she's got a busy family, all of the things. And she has had such a powerful experience with this daily health system. Do you want to go ahead and unmute and share?
Sure. So, like Beth, I started with Transform last September, and I really did not think that I had a sugar issue. However, 4 years ago when COVID hit, I noticed my weight was creeping up steadily over the last several years, and I was like, "What is going on? I cannot get this weight off." And I suspected I might have maybe some insulin resistance, but I didn't really know. So I put on a CGM monitor too, and I started monitoring my blood sugars after starting the Transform. I could literally see that my blood sugars were all over the place. I mean, when I would eat, I would spike way over 200. With the Transform, I don't spike over 140 usually. And that's a healthy number to spike after you eat. So I continued to take that. I was on it for, I think, like, how many months did we have that before Activate came out? Like 7 months maybe.
Yeah, I
And
think
I
so.
lost 8 pounds from it, but I was not hangry anymore. I was sleeping better at night. My chocolate cravings were like, I like chocolate every single day, and I didn't even want it anymore. Even my alcohol cravings have gone way down from it. It's absolutely amazing to me what it did to my body. So then Activate came out, and I was like, okay, let's do this one too. I'm telling you, so I still wear a CGM monitor occasionally just because I love seeing how these products work. That just interests me so much. So when Activate came out, it balanced my blood sugar even more. My blood pressure, I didn't know that my blood pressure started creeping up either. Like, I've always had low blood pressure in my life, and the past couple years, it was creeping up to like 140 over 90. I went to the doctor last month, and it's back down to 110 over 70 or whatever. Yeah, something like that. So I know this Activate works. I've lost an additional 6 pounds, so 14 pounds total. I feel so much better. I don't know. It's amazing how you feel on these products. So, and being a nurse, I love that it is non-synthetic. It's all natural. We can help so many people with this.
Definitely. And it's kind of the craze right now. Like the
Yeah.
semaglutides is like the number one thing right now, and everybody
Yeah.
wants it. And there's a lot
Yeah.
of negative effects that go with it.
There are a lot of bad side effects that go with that for some people. So if we can help people in a more natural way, I'm here for it.
Totally. And as a nurse, because I don't think a lot of people are educated on this, like metabolic health, like why is it such a big deal?
So there's 5 factors of metabolic health: blood pressure, triglycerides, cholesterol, waist circumference, and blood sugar. If any one of those are out of whack, you are more prone to chronic diseases. So this system, daily health system, addresses all of those 5 factors. And when you have all of that in homeostasis, you can reduce your risk of cardiac events, um, diabetes, which can cause a ton of other problems, even with your kidneys, um, Alzheimer's. They are saying Alzheimer's is related to high blood sugar and diabetes now. So there are just so many things that if any one of those 5 factors are out of whack, you are prone to chronic disease. This system is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. It's a big deal when it
It
helps
is
your
a big
body that
deal.
much. Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. And then basically, like, that's exactly where the opportunity lies behind it. Because when you experience life-changing results like that, people are going to notice. They're going to say like, "Hey, what are you doing? Like, what are you taking? Because I might need that." So that's exactly where it comes in play because like, are you going to keep it a secret? We're like, no, I have a website that I can share or I can hook you up. So Amanda is going to break down, basically just simplify a little bit about like how we can benefit from having a link to share, a couple of the different ways that we can get paid just by simply sharing something that we love and that is working for us and we know that could benefit other people as well.
Hey, okay. So yes, there's so many amazing things on the business side of this. And when you are experiencing those benefits, yes, people notice and they do ask. So I find actually these are very easy conversations. You can probably think of a lot of people right now that need these products. If you're hearing these things and all that we're talking about, I bet certain people come to mind and knowing that they could use this in their life, right? So, yes, the business. We have an incredible compensation plan. We have an incredible community and mentorship, and the way that we work here in systems is absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like it in networking before. So I'm going to give you kind of the breakdown. We do have two systems of how you can have that referral link and you can work on the customer side of business if you want to, or you can be a team builder. And I'm going to show you on the team building side what is at yeah, let's say the fast track, okay? What's possible in your first 30 days. So this is the U plus 3 plan, okay? This is you. So what is really incredible here is that we only build in 3 legs. So that means that you only need to personally sponsor 3 people to come into business with you. And that can be a friend, a family member, your spouse. I do love that we have a double dip system here so that your spouse account, okay, so like my husband, does have an account and he has a business link as well. So he can benefit from all these things. So whoever it is that you think of that, would also benefit from this, let's say spouse, sister, friend, whoever it is that you decide to talk to and join business, then if they come in with a platinum pack, we work on volume. That's another thing I absolutely love too, is that we're volume based. So platinum pack is like the best. You're going to get all the good stuff, all the things we're talking about, plus more. You're gonna have a ton. So it's like the quality is huge of all of our products, but you're gonna get the best product. So let's say you bring in those people and they have Platinum Pack has a volume of 500. We always do talk about it because you're gonna want everything. Once you get here and you start trying things, you're gonna want it all. And you want to see, test it out, and know everything about everything. So yeah, go ahead and get in with that. So if you have those people, we have bonuses for signups. Okay, so if you have these 3 signups that come in with platinum, each one of those people, you would get a $200 bonus from each signup. So that's $600. Okay. So at this position, by the way, sorry, I missed that part. Should have said that first. Having 3 people personally sponsored, okay, and having these 500 points per person is going to bring you where you have 1,500 volume. So when I was talking about how like we're volume based, that volume is going to bring you to Jade. That is like our first core position to open up a whole lot of bonus. Okay, this is going to open up a lot in your first 30 days of business. So you have those people come in, they're $600. When you hit Jade, you also have a team pay bonus of $250. So we're going to add that over here. Sorry, my writing is like crazy messy. Then at this point, okay, you have your bonuses from those people, you have your team pay. This isn't including commission. We also have Jeep pay, like I mentioned. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned that yet. We have Jeep pay stipend. So if you have a Jeep, are you willing to drive one because you get paid to? Then at this position at Jade, you have a $350 Jeep stipend. That does go up to 500 when you hit 2 more levels above that. So let's add in that 350 for Jeep, okay? Also, mentioning spouse account, yes, they also can have a Jeep. Everything you earn, they are able to earn as well. So my husband and I both drive Jeeps. So yay, love that. At that, we have this amazing bonus of if you hit Jade in your first 30 days, then the company just is like, hey, hurrah, they're celebrating all the wonderful things that you just did. They're going to give you an extra $1,000 on top of that just for hitting Jade in your first 30 days. So let's add that big fat bonus right there, okay? All of that being $2,200 is what you can make in your first 30 days of business. Now you're not going to be left alone to figure all this stuff out. Like I said in the beginning, we have amazing tools and systems. How we work here, not only the comp plan, which there's a lot of things you can earn incentive trips. By the way, let's not, I don't want to forget that. Cabo. Anybody want to go Cabo? Anybody been to Cabo? I have actually never been before. Yeah, love to go to Cabo. You know what? I can earn that trip and so can you. So we have a special thing going on for the month of September. If you sign up every month, they're giving away our company, by the way. This is just fun promos that we do. This isn't even a part of the fast plan. This is a fun promo. So when you sign up, like each week, they're going to pick a person that's going to win a free trip to Cabo, like 4 nights. Yeah. And if you sign up, you get entered into that as an associate. Okay. Let's say then you have two more people that come onto the team with you. Although we're going to go for three, right? We're going to go for this fast track plan to make 2,200. You get those two other people, you get another entry to get into that Cabo win trip as well. Okay. So each week they're going to pick somebody for every week of September. That's just another fun thing. Like a company has fun incentives. We also do have incentive trip like once a year. This is just an extra thing that's happening for September, which is another amazing part of business. They're always throwing a lot of fun things at us and celebrating all the wins that we have here, celebrating our successes and supporting us. So mentorship is amazing. The way that we all work together and train, how we learn, yeah, the systems that we have and the tools that are already in place. There's content created for you, so you don't have to figure everything out from day one. You can start sharing people's stories and testimonies. We have an incredible testimonial group where you can go and see what these products are doing, not just hearing our experiences. You'll see what they're doing for everybody else. And you can go invite people into that group and they can go and see that because it's just real people sharing their real stories and what these products, how amazing they are and the lives they're changing. And that's the business we're in, is changing lives. We have amazing tools to help you get along the way to that $2,200 mark. So probably left some stuff out, but that's kind of the gist. Community here also absolutely amazing. We don't have drama. We don't have a competition. We have the most amazing supportive community. And even in like teams, we all work together in this company as one. And I've never seen that before anywhere. And I think that a lot of people who've experienced networking, or if you haven't, but you'll be really pleasantly surprised of the wonderful, amazing people you meet along the way and the friendships you create and the positivity of people and just, yeah, amazing encouragement. So there's my spill.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, no, you covered all of it. Thank you so much for breaking that down. And like what Amanda said, you're never left alone. We have trainings throughout the day. We've got groups to plug into, systems already put together for you. So you're not recreating something. So if you liked what you heard tonight, or maybe you thought somebody else might be able to benefit from something that you heard about tonight, the person who invited you here will follow up and just let them know what questions you have. We'd love to help get you set up as a customer. But if you loved what you heard tonight and you want to get in on this, Jeep stipend, Cabo trip, all the things, extra money, because who doesn't need that these days? Tell the person who invited you here that you love it, and we'll go through the enrollment option that works the best for you because we have a variety of that too. But we so appreciate your time tonight on hopping on. I know we ran over a little bit longer than we were planning, but thank you so much for tuning in, and we're excited to share this with you. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.